Earnings season is off to a rocky start and it's rattling the stock market. Let's get some insight now from Joe Tigay of Equity Armor Investments. All is not lost, Joe. Apple, Microsoft, and Meta report next week. What are your three to watch this week?
Yeah, it's the start of the earnings season. Always a fun time for traders and just anyone who follows the market. But, a couple misses already from Google and Tesla. Google's earnings weren't very bad, but the stock valuations were very high, and the stock the immediate aftermath was punished. So we'll wait and see. Sometimes these rotations that we see can be a sign, hey, investors aren't very confident about the future. And for me, bullish stock markets usually happen with leadership coming from tech, coming from the Magnificent Seven. So that for me is a very cautious sign. I'm going to wait and see. And in the middle of this, we're getting some major indices like the NASDAQ losing its 50-day moving average. That's a really critical spot for me. I'm going to be very cautious at these levels, especially as we're seeing these valuations in check. The earnings are okay for Google, but the stock still isn't being rewarded, which tells me maybe there's just some nervousness about the economy, which brings me to the Fed cutting rates. Now, when the Fed cuts rates, it's often a bad sign for the economy. They're cutting rates because the economy is slowing down. We had some optimism this year. Maybe they're cutting rates just because inflation has come down and they can cut rates. But historically, that would be bucking the trend of higher rates will be doing damage to the economy. We'll have to wait and see. There are things different right now. The government spending is a lot higher than it historically has been. So there is still a chance that the economy might not hit that recession, but we're definitely in a cautious spot. We have, a jobs data, which is getting slightly worse. So we're in a spot where it could go either way still. So we need to be prepared for volatility.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for having me.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.